What an extraordinary action to an extraordinary achievement. Young Jessica Watson. We'll see more of her. You won't miss a thing at quarter time and half time. More highlights of her achievement. But right now, we welcome you to Manuka Oval in Canberra for a crucial round 8 match between Sydney and the Western Bulldogs. What a game it is. Kelly Underwood and Matthew Lloyd standing by, not far away from the bounce of the ball. Good afternoon to you, Cal, and to Lloydie to have a look at the sides for today's game.
Yes, good afternoon, Hutto. No 6-metre waves in Canberra, Matthew Lloyd, but it could be pretty hairy. Barry Hall against his old side, and the starting lineup for the Dogs. Ryan Griffin is out, so the veteran Nathan Eagleton comes in.
And also Will Minson's come into the side to add some strength. Young Roughhead's out of the side, so that'll be a big advantage to the Dogs. And Gene Syracuse is an informed player, and he's moving forward today. A
late change for Sydney as well, and it's a big one. Daniel Bradshaw out with a knee injury. Paul Bevan to play his first game of the year.
And it makes it a huge day, Kelly, for Henry Playfair. It's been unsighted for a long time, so Adam Goodes will have to spend a lot more time forward today.
Yes, 2008 was Henry Playfair's last match for the Swans. And there's Barry Hall, as you said, against his old side. They've had their problems in the last few weeks. Who are you tipping, Lloydie?
I'm tipping the Bulldogs in a close one, Hutto.
Magnificent conditions. A little bit cool, but very sunny. And we're set to go on this crucial clash. Round 8, Sydney versus the Western Bulldogs. The Dogs have had it over the Swans in recent times over the last 4 occasions they've met. It begins with not much happening at all. Cooney feeling the strong tackling pressure of the Swans. And we'll do it again in the middle. Plenty of players come in to join the throng. Mike Pike, what a challenge for him in the absence of the 2 prime ruckmen for the Swans, both out of the side after the suspension of Mumford during the week. Jared Grant forced to improvise. Malcheski initially, and now they sorted out with short hands, and McVeigh. Nice kick. Bolton just couldn't hang on. Gilby with the clean pass. Here's Barry Hall. Be interesting to hear the reaction of his old fans and his new fans. And his new fans will like that call, but Lewis Roberts-Thompson won't. 50 metres, Lloydie.
It's exactly what you like, Hutto, as a forward early in the match. 35 seconds in, and like to see on the replay whether Lewis Roberts-Thompson meant that one. But if you want the ball in someone's hands, it's Lindsay Gilby. Sensational in the disposal area, and Barry Hall just the 1 goal in the last 2 weeks, so this will do wonders for his confidence.
Certainly will. He's popped it right through the middle. It's taken him 40 seconds to kick a goal.
So ominous signs from Barry Hall early. No player has kicked more goals at Manuka Oval. That one makes it 32 from 9 games, so his confidence is up. Only kicked the 1 goal in the last 2 weeks, Barry Hall. Out to prove a point. His coach said yesterday he was a little nervous, a little anxious. Underway, Pike goes at it with both hands. McVeigh skips around one and then drives it long inside, piercing pass. The target was Bolton, 2 bites, and he's been paid the mark. So a makeshift forward line, Matthew. We see Bolton start up forward, no Bradshaw, and of course Jesse White will have to spend a lot of time in the ruck this afternoon.
It is, and they've taken all the Western Bulldogs defenders back to the goal square. All bar Adam Goodes is 1 out across half forward, and take 2 for Jude Bolton. Dropped the first one, but great grab on the second attempt.
The veteran for the Swans directly in front. He's got 4 goals, 1 so far this year. We'll make that 4 goals, 2. As it just slams into the post. So they're on the board, the Swans, but it's the Dogs. 1 goal straight, Sydney 1 behind.
Interesting too, Lloyd. He ended up there in Gilby. I'm sure they'll be keen to make Gilby accountable.
They would. He's trailed in the first couple of inside 50s, and Jared McVeigh, he's very underrated. He's probably their most quality midfielder, even though they've got Brett Kirk there. He's their most dangerous, I think.
I don't think he's underrated by opposition coaches anymore, is he? Because he generally gets the tagger. And the ball goes over the line and out of bounds. The Dogs not with their main tagger. Picken hasn't played much footy this year. Others have had roles, so we'll get a closer look on some of those matchups. It looks as if Addison is going to run with Kirk. You see him just at the bottom of your screen there coming into picture. As we see the throw in. There's Josh Kennedy, has done some great work this year with his first possessions, and most importantly, when he's won the first possessions for the Swans away from the ball-ups and the throw-ins, the Swans have been able to capitalise. They've kicked 11 goals won when he's won the ball from first possessions, which is a very high number over the season so far. There's Stack, who came back into the team last week. Deals it out with Cross and John Syracuse. Close checking here. by the Swans. It comes away. You with us, Lloydie? Here's O'Keefe on the run. Oh, low ball straight to the man who was trying to block him. Second helping was no better for O'Keefe. Out of bounds on the full. There's a win for the Bulldogs across half-back.
Another win, I think, for the Swans is Kieran Jack is actually being the negating forward pocket, tagging Jared Harbrow out of a back pocket.
Gilby goes short and finds Murphy. Brilliant sunshine here at Manuka Oval. It was pretty chilly this morning, got down to -2. But a lovely afternoon, good suburban feel as Murphy sends it forward. Hudson's been in a rich vein of form. Takes the mark, gives it off to Harbrow, now Williams.
Thanks, Henry.
Defensive side of the centre circle. Just short, Hargrave, patient on the build-up. Now Addison, Sydney born and bred. First team was the Bankstown Bombers. As they send it into Stack, he takes the mark.
Thank you. Time back on. Clear the 5, Daniel, take him away.
Brennan Stack, his first game of the year last week against the D's. He kicked a goal and he pierces it inside. Cooney was the target, couldn't take the mark. Great second effort by Cooney. Spins around unselfishly and squares it up. Centering ball, now Murphy. They're skirting the perimeter. Back to Hudson, who really started this passage of play. Out wide, further still to Williams, who loads up, goes long, and it's offline. He's just nudged that right across the face through for a behind.
The Swans have gone small, as you said, Kelly. Gary Rowan out of the goal square on Brian Lake, so many a mismatch with Bradshaw's absence. The Swans have had to try a few different options, and they've gone the small forward line.
Good to see Williams have a shot for goal, I reckon, there, Lloyd. He covered the distance comfortably, and players that can kick 55 metres around that perimeter, very important in modern footy. Kennelly sends them away to Grundy, who gets them out to the wing. I think it was Matt who kicked it out. And there's Henry Playfair, takes the mark, brings it up to half forward. Well floated ball for O'Keefe. Spearing pass. Bevan tucks it under the wing. He was the late inclusion. Manages to get it inside. Hanbury's just come on the ground. Boyd over the top. An important member of this Bulldog side. Came out a bit easy from Williams, and Hanbury back in the side. Lost none of his touch. What a left foot goal that
was. It's just stolen by Dan Hanbury from the boundary line, if you don't mind. His dad, Matt, played for Footscray in the 80s, and he was in the Bulldogs creche as a youngster, as a baby. Here he is as a grown man, kicking goals against the side he barracked for as a youngster.
Recall. I'm only calling what I do. Recall. Come on, give it up. Thank you. Reset the square.
was. Mucking around there, the umpire.
A little impatient in his